Okay.
Yeah. So let's get to know each other first a little bit. Tell me something about you. Something interesting. Hailey. Anything interesting? Hailey?
Yeah.
Yeah, just introduce yourself. Tell me something about you.
First, you can just call me Lee.
No,
And
I will keep calling you Hailey until you become more confident. Okay?
okay. And now I'm currently a high school student,
A high
and
school student. Okay.
yes, I'm in grade 12.
Grade 12. Where do you study?
Mm, you know, I study at Thượng High School. Is near my house.
Thường Tín High School. You're in Hanoi, right?
Mm,
Is it?
not, not really that.
Wait,
To be honest, is in the suburb.
the suburb of Hanoi?
Yes.
So still in Hanoi. Okay, what about you, Tanki? Introduce yourself as a new member.
Yeah, hello. So, as you may already aware, that my name is Dunn, and I'm from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm about to graduate next year.
Okay,
So,
graduating next year. A few years older than Hailey here, right? So, from my understanding, Hailey, your aim is to get a 7 in speaking, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess if you really want a 7, you need to be much more confident, okay? Because imagine when you're already feeling sort of shy speaking to me. Imagine how nervous you will be speaking to a completely different foreigner, right? So today I will show you something. The first thing I would like to show you is the band descriptors. Okay. Before and then we will move on to some questions, and I will give you some methods. Each session, I will give you a different method to develop your ideas. Okay. So let's see. The first column is fluency and coherence, right? What do you need to have for band 7? Speak at length without noticeable effort. Okay, so what does that mean? Yeah, you have to keep speaking long. Okay, don't be too short. Don't keep your answer too short, right? Demonstrate language related hesitation. Okay, what does that mean? Can anybody help me? Language related hesitation.
let me think. Allow me a second. Right? Is
Yeah.
that right?
Hesitation means like you hesitate, right? You cannot fluent. Okay. Okay. Language related. It means this is the difference between a band 8 and a band 7, by the way. It's content related, but in band 7 it's language related. Okay. So language related means there are some pauses. Okay, but it's because you are looking for words, not for ideas. Okay. Content related is that you look for ideas. Language related is that you look for words. Repetition and self-correction, it happens sometimes, but in a band 7 this is different between a band 6 and band 7. Range of connectives with some flexibility. Okay, not always appropriately. That's the difference. Okay, so you need to connect different ideas using a range of words. Okay, instead of just and but and I think all the time. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Vocab you already know. Grammar you already know. The second important thing for band 7 is use a range of pronunciation features. Okay. a range of pronunciation features. So what does that mean? Can you name some pronunciation feature that you know, Hailey?
Mm, just give me some time.
Name some feature. Okay, so let me ask you this way. Tanki is a bit noisy on your end.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh, so do I have a good pronunciation?
Yes.
How do you know? What are you based on? Huh? How do you know?
Just I hear that your no I really think your pronunciation is good because
Yeah,
you know
pronunciation is good. What do you mean by good? How do you know if somebody has good pronunciation? How?
It sounds native alike.
Native like? What is native like?
like your fluency is very good
No, that's
and
fluency. That's not pronunciation.
Ending sound,
And
linking sound,
okay,
intonation,
good, good.
stresses.
First one is you need to have correct pronunciation. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that you don't mispronounce words. Yeah, so maybe a range, right? Mixed control. It's not control, right? It's control something. So it's correct pronunciation. Right? Second thing is ending sounds, right? Ending sounds is obvious. Range, mixed, right? So ending sounds. Another thing is you connected speech, okay? You connect sounds. A range of, right? Use of features, but this is not. This is, yeah, connect sounds. And another one is, what is it? Going up and down, up and down, up and down. What is that?
stress.
Intonation.
It's stress, okay? Stress. But there's two parts to stress, right? The first one is word stress, okay? Word stress, like, so for example, let's look at this word. Where is the stress?
Third syllable. The pronunciation. Fourth syllable.
Yeah. So that is word stress, okay? Pronunciation. Now there is a tip for you when it comes to pronunciation, or it comes to stress really, is whenever you see the stress, add dấu sắc, okay? Cho dấu sắc. And if it's not the stress, the syllable is not stressed, add dấu huyền. Okay? Ví dụ trong trường hợp này, in this case, stress là mình biết là ở A đúng không? Thì chúng ta sẽ cho dấu sắc. Nó sẽ là A. Và những cái âm syllables that are not stressed, add dấu huyền. Thì thay vì nói là pronunciation, mình nói là gì? Đi xuống là gì? Lý?
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation. Đó. Làm như thế em sẽ cảm thấy nó sẽ natural hơn. Your speech will be much more natural. Okay, I'll give you another example. Let's try the word, this word. Yeah. Where's the stress?
Third syllable.
Yeah, then how would you say it?
University.
No. Going down, going down, going up.
University.
University, right? Yeah. It will be much more natural if you can apply this method to your everyday speaking. Okay? Let's try and read some lines. Yeah? Produces basic sentences. Yeah? It instead of reasonable. No, you don't say that. Where's the stress here?
First.
First, going up, Reasonable.
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 Oh,
Where's the stress here?
accuracy.
No, that's the wrong stress.
Accuracy.
Yeah. Going up. Accuracy. Okay? Accuracy.
Accuracy.
With reasonable accuracy. Okay? Accuracy. Accuracy. Okay? Accuracy. Going down, down, down.
Accuracy. Oh,
Yeah. So that's the key to word stress. Okay? Now, as we get to different questions, then I will teach you sentence stress. Okay, so let's move on to some questions. So, as you know, or may not already know, how many topics will you have in part one?
I have no idea.
Maybe one.
How many topics will you be given in part one of the IELTS speaking test?
10 at least, I
No.
suppose.
No, 10 would be too many. Yeah. How many?
Five.
How many will you have in the test?
Uh,
In the actual test, you will be speaking for like 10 to 15 minutes, right? So 10 topics is too many. Yeah, they won't have time. They won't have time to ask you that many questions. So
One.
how many topics?
2.
Two?
3.
No, the answer is three. Okay, the answer. So you have three topics, and the first topic is something you always know. Okay, the first topic is always about work or study,
Oh,
or hometown, or your home. Okay, so you definitely know for sure that it will be in one of these topics. Okay, for the first topic of out of the three topics in IELTS speaking test. Okay,
excuse me.
yeah.
Like, when I look at the forecast for the fourth quarter, there are lots of topics.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, which are science, shoes, pets, and animals. Concentration, get lost. Is it true?
Yeah, I mean they have many different topics for you depending on your level.
How
So
how do you, how do you know?
So if they ask you questions about work or study and you seem like a very fluent speaker,
Oh,
then they will have a different list of questions for you guys. Okay, but
oh,
it doesn't really matter because what I teach you are the methods that you can apply to any methods or any questions really. Yeah. So
okay.
let's start with the first question. Um, Simple questions for Hailey. Okay. Do you work or are you a student?
Right now, I'm currently a high school student, and I study at Thượng High School.
Okay. Thượng High School, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me answer this question and pay attention to the way that the ideas are developed. Okay. So can somebody ask me that question? Key?
What work do you do?
Yeah. What work do you do? Right? Or what are your jobs? Yeah. I used to be an engineer, but now I'm working as an IELTS teacher.
Oh,
What did I just do?
you made a mistake. Just kidding.
Now I'm working as an IELTS teacher, right? I used to be an engineer, or I'm used to be an engineer,
Yeah.
but now I work as an IELTS teacher. What technique did I use? Okay, so you can see that the question is asking me what work do I do, which is asking the present. Yeah,
Ah,
what do I do now?
Oh,
But I didn't say what I do now right away. What did I do?
you relate to your previous career?
Okay, so that is referring to the past.
Past.
Okay, so the method we're gonna learn today is PPF. PPF. Okay, do you know what PPF stands for?
Past.
Past. The second P,
present,
present, and the F,
future.
future. Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, so the technique is called PPF. It means that instead of answering the question in the present, you can refer to the same sort of information but in the past, what happened to you in the past, okay? And then you transition to the present, possibly giving some information about the future, okay? So let me answer that question again, okay? So what work do I do now? I used to be an engineer, but now I'm working as an IELTS teacher. But who knows, maybe in a few years I will change my career, okay? Possibly working as, I don't know, maybe an education consultant, helping students with, like their visa application to study abroad or something. Yeah, so giving information about the future, okay? So let's try. Lee, again with the same question, yeah, um, or different question. Let's try it. Do you like your school?
Mm, can I use that better, really?
Do you like your school?
Mm,
Okay,
actually,
so normally you would say, sure, I really like my school, right? And then you list out something you like about your school. But we want to mention the past in this case. Yeah? So ask yourself, did I like my school when I was little or when I was younger? Or maybe at first I didn't like it, or what happened then? Yeah? Maybe something changed. I want to see something change.
in the past, was, I wasn't really impressive of my school, but
Impressed. Okay? I wasn't really
impressed.
impressed.
I'm sorry, I wasn't really impressed with my school, but
No, people don't say impress of. Impress go with a different preposition. Impressed, not of. Impressed with.
wait,
Okay?
oh, I forgot it.
Impressed with. Okay, again, answer the question again.
Okay. No, in the past, I wasn't really impressed with my school, but something changed, and now,
What change? Be more specific.
like I got to know more about it, and
Hmm.
I started to, enjoying my every moment of my school now.
Okay, yeah. So, the thing about this technique is that you need transitions, okay? Transition signals. So you could say, as time went on, okay?
Okay.
Or right? As I know my school a little bit more, right? Something like that, yeah? As I know something a little bit more, then your opinion changes, right?
Okay.
So you could start by maybe saying, on the first day of school, I really hated my school, right? It seemed really small. The classes were dirty, right? But as time went on, what happens? I've made more friends, right? So I really like my school now. Okay, yeah. It needs us. I want the thing to understand about the technique is that you want to show some changes, yeah, in your opinion of something. Okay, so let's try another question for you. Maybe the topic of color. Okay, what's your favorite color? Tân Ký, let's try it. You here?
Okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm speaking.
Yeah. What's your favorite color?
I used to favor bright colors. For example, yeah, sorry, it's yellow, but now I'm more into
I'm more into, yeah.
yeah, I'm more into
Into what?
neutral tone colors such as brown, like dark brown and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Okay. Hailey, what's your favorite color?
To be honest, I used to like yellow very much in the past, but some friends of mine they said that it isn't suitable for me, so I changed from yellow
Okay, so I
to
so there are different ways to say the word like, right? Give me some options here. You're into something, yeah?
maybe keen on.
Keen
Can
on. I don't
can we
like keen
say
on.
that?
Keen on is a bit unnatural, in my opinion. Okay, you could more common phrases are like a big fan of something, right? You're into something, yeah? Or just
Okay.
say simple words like I love something, okay? But remember, you guys need to start speaking or learning to speak with emotions, okay? Imagine if you're complimenting somebody, okay? You say, "Wow, you're really beautiful." What's the problem here? You're complimenting somebody, right? So you want the words to match the
Emotion.
emotions. Yeah? So how should you say this? You're complimenting somebody. Wow, you're
Really beautiful.
you're really beautiful. Wow, that or if you have a nice dress, then wow, that dress. Okay? Then wow, that dress looks really nice. No, you don't say that, right? You want some emotions. Okay? So like, wow, that dress looks really nice. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing apply to your favorite color. You can say, yeah, I used to be a big fan of something something. Yeah, I used to love something something, but as time went on, I mean, as my friend are into more different colors, then my preference starts to change as well. Okay, so it's better to be very specific with the color. Okay, what's your
Okay.
so what's my favorite color? I mean, when I was little. Okay, so you see, you don't always have to say in the past to say that you're the past. To refer something in the past. Okay, you can say when I was little, when I was younger, maybe a few years ago. Yeah, there are different ways. Okay,
Okay.
take some notes if you feel like you need to. So when I was little, I used to be a big fan of black. Okay, because it gave me a sense of mystery. Okay, but as I grow up, okay, I'm now more into like blue, some brighter colors. Okay, it it makes me feel better. Okay, so
Okay.
that's what about future. Now we're just focusing on the past and the present. What about the future? Okay, let's see. Let's move on to the topic apps. Okay, what apps have you used recently, Lee?
Mm, just a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
I used to, use the Facebook app a lot. I use it so much that my mother started complaining.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop using it.
So let's move on
Uh,
to the present now. What do you use now? You don't use it anymore. What do you use now?
mm, so for now, I only use, you know,
Use what?
what is
Okay.
it?
So imagine when the question is about apps, right? Think of an app in the past, app in the present, and maybe some apps in the future. Okay. So you can start by yeah. A few years ago, I started to use Facebook a lot, right?
Okay.
But because my mom started to complain, yeah, and she didn't let me to use the app anymore. So now I use maybe Elsa, for example, right, to practice my English pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah, but because now I'm really into English, yeah. So in the future, maybe what suggest
Mm,
some apps that you may use. Okay, Maybe I'll even download some other apps to learn some new words. Okay, something like that. See?
Okay.
Understand the technique? Okay, so let's go back to the topic of jobs. Okay. What subjects do you like to study?
You know. Oh, what?
Yeah. What subjects do you like to study?
I remember that last year my favorite subject was math.
Was math?
But
Okay.
I got some problems with it. I can't understand any of it
No,
anymore.
past. Remember, when you're referring to the past, you need to use past tense. Okay. Not
Okay.
I can't remember. I
Couldn't remember.
couldn't. Okay. Again, answer the question again. What subjects do you like?
So I remember that last year my favorite subject was math, but I got some problem with it and I couldn't understand anything about math.
Mm.
And so move on to now.
Move on
I
to now. No, that's
oh,
not. That's not a complete sentence. So now you can say so now.
sorry. So now I started studying English as my favorite subject instead of math in the past. You know, and somehow I feel like I will continue to study it in the future.
Why?
Maybe I'm really into English because
Mm-hmm.
thanks to English I can express my feelings very well and I can be more confident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see you feeling confident already. Good. Um. So, what do you want to do in the future?
I really I don't
See,
know what
you
I
see,
would just.
the question now is, what do you want to do in the future, right? So it doesn't allow you to say the past. Yeah, you have to speak in the future, and maybe you can come back to the present and the past later on. Okay.
Okay.
So like this, what do you plan to do in the future? Oh, who knows? In the future, I plan to become like a manager in my own company. That's for me, not for you. My own company. But for now, I don't really think about that as much. Yeah, I just focus on the present and do my job well and get a higher salary every day. Yeah, so that's the present. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so try it.
So in the future, maybe I will become an English teacher.
No, don't say
Yes.
maybe I will become. Don't say that. In the future, I plan. Tell me it's your plan. Yeah. I
Okay.
plan to become an English teacher. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. In the future, I plan to become an English teacher since it's my dream. When
Yeah.
since it's my dream,
Transition to the present.
since it's my dream for now. Who knows? Maybe I can change that later.
Yeah, who knows? Anything can change, right? So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, who knows is actually a good phrase that you can use. Okay. It shows certain uncertainty. Okay. So you could say, I plan to do ABC, but who knows? Anything can change. Maybe I'll work as a something something. Okay. So
Okay.
these are the phrases that you should have in your repertoire. Have work as. Okay. Plan to. Right. Instead of I maybe will be. Don't say it like that. Okay.
Okay.
And also, instead of saying in the past, right? You can say you be more specific by giving the years. XYZ years ago, yeah. And in the future, you say hopefully a few years from now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more natural to use it this way. Okay, so in the speaking test, you want to focus on ideas, communications. Okay, as long as the examiner can just sit back, relax, and have a conversation with you, then you get a higher score. Okay, but
Yes.
but if they have to really lean in, oh, what did you say? What's the idea? Then that's a sign that you will get a lower score. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so one more question about study. Um, do you prefer to study in the morning or in the afternoon?
I used to stay up really late, so I just wanted to study in the afternoons so I can sleep a bit more. But now, you know, I'm going to graduate soon,
No,
so I
don't
have
say. No, don't say. I'm going to graduate soon. Where's my stress? I'm going to graduate very soon. So, right? Stress. Enunciate. Again.
and I'm going to graduate soon.
No. I'm going
I
to. Okay, so let's look at your sentence. Yeah? You said, I'm going to graduate soon. Oh, graduate, no graduation. Okay? Now, what this is the idea of sentence stress for you. Okay? Look at this sentence. Which word is more important? Which word should you stress?
graduate.
Yeah? Why? Why is it important?
No,
It's a verb. Okay? You want to stress on the verb in your sentence. Yeah? So you can say, I'm going to graduate very soon. Yeah?
okay. I'm
Okay?
going to.
Try again. Okay? Do you prefer to study in the morning or in the afternoon?
Mm, I used to stay up really late at night, so just wanted
No,
to
no, no, no. Yeah. Used to. Okay?
use.
Stress on it. I used to, instead of saying, I used to stay up very late. No, no. It's very flat. I want you to have up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay? I used to graduate, or I used to stay up very late. Okay?
Okay.
Again.
I used to stay up really late at night, so I just wanted to study in the afternoons at school because I can sleep some more. But for now, I'm going to graduate soon, so I need to study in the mornings, and you know, I have to
Yeah. So I need to.
even
Okay?
even if I
Okay, you need to stop saying or stop speaking when there is a comma. Okay, or so. When you say so, it means you're about to introduce a new sentence, right? The result of something. Okay, then you can stop there. Okay, so
okay,
you can say, do you prefer to study in the morning or in the afternoons? I used to stay up very late. I used to stay up very. Used to, stress on used. The key to have better stress is that you need to know which word is more important than the other. Okay?
okay,
Let's just look at your sentence. Maybe I'll try this. Let's start with some reading. Okay? Some very light reading exercise. Okay? Do you see the screen? Can you read this part for me?
the first paragraph,
Yeah, the
right?
first paragraph. And before you read, think of the words you're going to stress. Which word is more important than the other? Okay? Let me give you an example. Polar bears are increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change. Where did I stress? I didn't stress on this, obviously. I didn't stress on this, right? I stressed on this, right? So remember, verbs, nouns, they are the words that you stress, okay? Try.
Polar bears are being increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change,
Climate
but
change. You see, climate change is the words that go together, right? They're a phrase. Okay, so you want to say them together. Okay, so polar bears is one. They're a phrase, right? They go together. You shouldn't say polar bears are being increased. No, polar bears are increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change.
okay, I will try again.
Okay,
Polar bears are being increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change,
keep
but
going.
their disappearance could have far-reaching consequences.
No, it's not good. Where do you stress on this sentence?
Maybe disappearance.
But the first thing you need to stress is but, right? Because it changes. Okay, but the disappearance. What else?
Far-reaching.
Far-reaching. Far-reaching is an adjective. Okay, and consequences is a noun. Okay, so when you say a phrase like this, adjective always go with a noun, right? They cannot stand alone. So you need to say them together. So try again.
Okay. Polar bears are being increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change, but their disappearance could have far-reaching consequences.
But it's a no. When you see a stress, go up. When it's not a stress, go down. Okay, so try again.
Okay. Polar bears are being increasingly threatened by the effects
No.
of climate change.
Threaten, go up. Threaten.
Threatened.
Increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change. Climate change. But their
Disappearance.
not appearance, no. Luôn luôn phải có dấu hiển, có dấu sắc đó nào. Nếu nói appear là nó đã bị ngang. Đấy. Bây giờ mình phải cho nó một dấu vào đấy. But their
Disappearance.
Disappearance, okay? But their disappearance could have
far-reaching consequences.
Consequences go up. Consequences, okay?
Consequences.
But their disappearance could have far-reaching consequences. Okay, keep going.
Okay. They are uniquely adapted to the issue.
Where's the stress here?
Maybe the first stress.
Unique, okay? The second syllable.
They are uniquely adapted to the extreme.
Stress stronger. Uniquely adapted to the extreme. Open your mouth bigger, a little bit bigger. You have a very common habit, like many other students, is that you're not willing to open your mouth big enough. Okay, just open your mouth and speak like this. Okay, to be comfortable with moving your tongues around. Okay, you need to train your mouth muscles a little bit. They are uniquely adapted to the extreme conditions of, try it like that. Open your mouth a little bit bigger. Okay, again.
Okay. They are uniquely adapted to extreme
conditions. Yeah, just open it big.
To the extreme conditions.
See? Big. Conditions of the Arctic Circle, where temperatures can reach minus 40 degrees. Okay? Try it.
To the extreme condition of the Arctic Circle, where temperatures can reach minus 40 degrees.
Okay, temperatures can reach 40 degrees. Okay, keep going.
One reason for this is that they have to 11 centimeters of fat underneath their
11
skin.
centimeters.
centimeters,
Ten.
centimeters of
No,
fat,
you're saying centimeters. You're saying centimeters. You barely even open your mouth. Open bigger, okay? Centimeters.
centimeters,
Centimeters of fat underneath their skin. See? Stretch the ending sound a little bit longer for me.
centimeters of fat underneath the skin,
Skin.
skin,
Longer.
no, skin.
Longer.
It's just my habit. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The skin,
The skin. Stop. It's like whenever you finish a word, you give it a few more seconds before you end the word. Underneath the skin. Okay, try again.
underneath the skin,
Okay, so you're saying like this. One reason for this is, but I say like this. One reason for this is that they have up to 11 centimeters of fat underneath their skin. Okay, skin gives you two more seconds before you end the ending sound. Okay, again, keep going. Yeah, turn it into a habit. You change your pronunciation dramatically.
humans with comparative levels of how can I pronounce?
Doesn't
the
matter.
words?
Just make up a stress to keep going.
Humans with comparative levels of adipose tissue would be considered obese and would be likely to suffer from diabetes and heart diseases. Diabetes and heart disease.
And heart disease. Okay, stress, heart disease,
And heart,
diabetes. Yeah. Keep going.
diabetes and heart disease. Yet the polar bear experiences no such consequences.
Where is the stress? Yeah.
The consequences,
Go up.
no such consequences.
Consequences. Okay? Dun. No such consequences. Consequences. Okay? Make the stress, separate the stress from the words that are not stressed better. Okay? Let's try a few more sentences before we go back to the questions.
A 2014 study by Shiping and colleges.
No. Don't say that. Stress clearly. Shi Ping Liu and colleague sheds light on this mystery. Okay? Yeah. You feel like you are focusing too much on speed, but I don't need speed. I need stress and accuracy. Okay? So just slow down. Okay, again.
A 2014 study by Shiping and colleges sheds light on this mystery.
Sheds light on this mystery. Okay? If you feel like you can connect the sound, connect the sound. Right? Sheds light on this mystery. Good. Keep going.
And they compared the genetic structure of polar bears with that of their closest relatives from a warmer climate, the brown bears.
No. Again. With that of louder.
With that of their closest relatives from
Relatives.
relatives from a warmer climate.
And from a warmer climate, the brown bears.
The brown
Bears. Okay, I will give you an exercise for you to do today. Okay, which is whenever you say any words, you want to stress the ending sounds. 2 more seconds. Okay, so basically it's like this. This allowed them to determine the genes that have allowed polar bears to survive in one of the toughest environments on Earth. Okay? Stretch it a bit longer. You don't have the tendency to do that. So let's try this last sentence before we finish with the reading.
Liu and his colleagues.
Colleagues. Okay?
Colleagues.
It's a G sound. Colleagues.
Colleagues.
No, no, no.
Father.
Make it right. Make it perfect before move on to another word. Colleagues.
Just colleagues.
Okay. Let's imagine the S is not here. We just focus on this. Yeah. Colleague. Try it.
Colleagues.
No, it's not j. Okay, you're saying j. I want you to say
Like colleague.
colleague. Yeah, league.
Yeah.
Like
Colleague.
yeah. With the S now turn it to a Z. Colleagues.
Colleagues.
It's still an S. I want a Z. A Z. Colleagues.
Colleagues.
That's still an S. Z. Stronger.
Colleagues.
No, that's still an
No.
S.
I
Colleagues.
colleagues.
No.
It's still S.
Yeah. No. Follow what I say. Yeah. You're saying colleagues. No, I want you to say colleagues. Show your teeth.
Colleagues.
No, let's do an S. Z. Z.
Z.
Okay. Practice this sound. Z. Zoo.
Zoo.
Yeah. Leagues.
Leagues.
Z.
Z.
Yeah. Colleagues.
Colleagues.
Liu and his colleagues. Liu and his colleagues.
Liu and his colleagues.
Colleague. You see, colleague, that's correct, but now you separate the sound. Tách hẳn ra âm này ra, âm Z ra. Liu and his colleagues. 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 Tách hẳn cái Z ra.
Colleagues.
Yeah, close, it's better, yeah. Colleagues.
Colleagues.
Yeah, much better. Liu and his colleagues found the polar bears.
Liu and his colleagues found the polar bears had a gene known as APOB, which reduces levels of low-density lipoproteins,
No, again, which
which reduces levels
No, not level, go up.
levels
Reduces levels of low density. Yeah.
which reduces levels of low-density lipoproteins,
Lipoproteins, yeah.
a form of bad cholesterol.
A form of bad cholesterol, yeah. Cholesterol. Okay.
Cholesterol.
No, not roll. Go down to roll.
Cholesterol.
Đấy, thì em sẽ nhận ra là không một từ nào trong tiếng Anh mình sẽ ở ngang nữa. Một là nó đi lên, hai là nó đi xuống. Ok, không bao giờ nó có trường hợp nó là protein, nó là protein đi xuống, hoặc là protein là đi lên. Chứ? Đó, hãy tạo cho mình một cái habit như vậy. Okay. And also, don't think that in order to improve your speaking, you only speak. Okay, sometimes it's a good idea to learn reading as well. Reading also helps with speaking. It helps with stress. It helps with knowing when to stop. It helps with when to connect the sound. Like polar bears had a gene, known as. Yeah. Reading will help with stress, connecting sounds, and practice speaking is good, but it helps with idea generation. It's a different thing. Okay?
Okay.
So let's talk about your hometown. Do you like your hometown?
Mm, to be honest, uh, I used to love my hometown very
Mm-hmm.
much, but somehow, because
Somehow. Don't say somehow. Give me
uh,
reasons.
but because uh, because
Okay. So when you face a question like this, obviously in your mind you know that you need to say you don't like it, right? Or you do like it, or you did like it, but now you don't like it anymore. Yeah. So you need a reason for it. So for example, if I live in Hanoi, I could say you have to find some problems with Hanoi, right? Big cities. What problems do you often see?
overcrowded.
Yeah, overcrowdedness could be like pollution, right? Maybe traffic. Yeah. So that's your problem. That's your reason for not liking it. Okay. So
Okay.
I used to love my hometown. Yeah. I used to love the capital of Vietnam. Okay, Hanoi. But now the city has gotten much more polluted. So I don't like it anymore. Okay. And hopefully in the future I will move to a different city, something more something quieter, right? Something more tranquil, yeah, something more peaceful, so that I can relax there. Okay, that's the future. So try that again. Do you like your hometown?
Mm, actually, I used to love my hometown very much, but as time goes by, the air
As time
quality,
what?
I don't know if it's going
No,
worse.
the phrase is as time went on. Okay,
Okay.
as time
And
went
as
on.
time went on,
What
the
happened?
the pollution also increases and the air quality also decreases.
Mm-hmm.
So now I really hate living here.
Really. Okay, so whenever you use something in the past and you refer to the present, what tense should you use? You could use the tense present perfect. Okay,
Okay.
instead of the pollution increases, yeah, you could say the pollution, air pollution,
Has
has gotten
gotten
a lot worse, or something like that. Okay, has with an V2 verb, right? Yeah, past participle. Yeah, has gotten a lot worse, or has something something happened. Okay, try that again.
okay. So to be honest, I just give me some.
Okay.
I used to love my hometown very much, but
Mm.
as time went on, the pollution also has gotten worse and worse, and
No, don't say
so
that. The pollution has gotten worse and worse. No, give me more emotion. The pollution is something that you hate, right? You don't like it about your hometown. Show me that. Show me that emotion. But the pollution is, it's gotten a lot worse and worse, you know? Yeah? Show that you really hate it.
as time went on, the pollution has gotten worse and very worse,
Yes, good.
and also the air quality decreases has decreased as well,
Hmm.
and so that I really hate living here for now.
Yeah, so now I really hate hating here. Okay? So you can see that by adding really, okay? Adding an adverb, yeah? You will have,
So if
you can show your emotion a little bit better, okay? By
okay,
adding, so imagine if you really love something, you can say the word I really, absolutely, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, something like this, it shows that you're very certain about something. Okay, but if you're not sure about something, you can say 50%, probably, Yeah, maybe, perhaps. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and also instead of referring to the past, you could say, not anymore. Not anymore. Do you like your hometown? Not anymore. Yeah, I used to ABC, but now something has happened, so I don't really like it anymore. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So remember the structure. One more question. Okay. Is is your city a big city or a small place? Your hometown, is it big or small?
In the past, it was just a small city, but as time went on, the
In
infrastructure
infrastructure.
infrastructure
So
has
speak with confidence. Infrastructure. But as time went on, the infrastructure has.
has improved a lot. So now it becomes a very big city that everyone wants to live in and
Yeah.
move to.
Yes. Now it's become a really big city. Okay. So where do you put your adverbs? Whenever you use an adjective. Okay. Just put more adverbs. But now it has become a really big city. Really big city. And everybody wants to move here. See, everybody, right? Not just many people, but everybody, right? So the everybody is something that's absolute, so it should be something that you stress. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is that, do you live in a big city or a small place? Yeah. Or is your town big or small? Oh, it used to be a small village, right? Used to. Remember the structure, used to, right? Refer to the past. Used to be just a small village, but now the infrastructure has really improved quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. So now everybody wants to live here. Okay? See?
Okay.
PPF, right? Past, present. Okay? Yeah. At home, you should learn to practice all this method. Yeah. You
Okay.
ask yourself different questions, and ideally if you have a partner, that will be even better, so you can practice with any questions. Okay, so what kind of a house do you live in? I used to live in a really small place, but now my mom, my dad have gotten richer, so now I live in a huge mansion. Okay, who do you live with? I used to live with my parents, but now as time went on, I'm more grown up. Yeah, so now I live by myself. Okay, same with. Do you prefer living in a house or a flat? I used to love living in a house because it's really big, but now it's kind of noisy when you live with a lot of people. So I much prefer a flat now. Okay, see,
Okay.
always a past and refer to the present, and possibly to the future. Yeah, but who knows? Flats now are kind of expensive, so it really depends. Hopefully, I can save up to buy a flat, but if not, then I'll just stay with my parents at their house. Okay, future possibilities. Describe the room you live in. I used to live in a really tiny little room, yeah, but now as my parents gotten richer, so I live in a huge room. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. uh, uh, that's the first method that we learned today.